Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cupid Parasite. We are going down the common route towards Ryuki's route, the green-haired parasite, I guess is what they're called. Um, so after editing the last video, I noticed what the sections were in the walkthrough, and I saw them pop up. So we're in the middle of one of them. It has one, two, three choices, I think. So once we get through that, it'll go to the next one, which is love match test. So and some are short, some are long. So it's hard for me to decide when episodes are going to end. So I'll just have to play it by ear according to how long OBS has been recording. But hopefully I have the sound situation worked out. Unfortunately, there's going to be loud sound effects, which I can't do anything about because I don't know how to turn them off. But music should be fairly low and characters should be higher, I think. So some background music is so loud I can't do anything about it either, but it is what it is. I turned the characters up full blast so we can hear over the music. So she had just got her assignment, the Parasite 5, and her boss is like, if you'll marry all these people, then I will promote you. One of them is me. You don't know that yet, but it is me. The Cupid Corporation is now responsible for a group of famously problematic members known in the business as the Parasite Five, which is funny because one of them is her boss that can't seem to get married. He would go outside his own company to try to have another company marry him off, which is kind of strange, but that's whatever. If I can help them get all married, then I'll earn another promotion and rise even higher and top bridal advisor. Oh, man. I just can't talk today. To reach the very top of the Cupid Corporation, which is already at the very top of the industry, now's my chance to prove to Dad that humans can do wonderful things all on their own. Well, anyway, I'm supposed to have a meeting with the Parasite 5 today, but looks like the problems are already cropping up. I got misted immediately. One was talking about stealing, one was babbling about mythology, and the last one was the wrong guy. What? The last was the wrong guy. What, the one that's standing in for the other dude? Who is right there in front of him, actually?
それで全知全能の神ゼウスも太陽を統べるアマテラス大神もどちらも両性具有説があるから同一の存在ではと。
My goodness. And I think case number 3 is the blonde hair on the right. I think he's the mythology one, because the one with the glasses was the adorable one, her ex-roommate that, I don't know, just wanted to devote himself to his partner, who was almost married.
運命だ。
I don't remember who that one is. I think that's Gil, maybe. I think Gil was the red one. Yeah, Lovelorn Parasite.
そうそう、それは運命で。ってあれ君ギルえあれラウルはーい久しぶり再会できるなんて嬉しいなはは俺もだよ久しぶり
二人とも知り合い後でみんなで飲みに行こっか
The thieving parasite.
本当にこいつら結婚する気あるのかしら
Claris, quiet. I did my best to get Claris to bite her tongue, but she was looking at them all with disgust. Not only is she one of our bridal advisors, but she's also one of the system engineers who built the company's cutting-edge matchmaking algorithm. She's part of the meeting so that she can get direct reference data for the system from the infamous Parasite 5.
じゃあリネット行きましょう時間の無駄よ
Claris. Claris was forcing herself to smile, but I could tell how mad she was. Even after telling them that they'd never get married, none of them seemed to notice. That had annoyed her for sure. Yeah, do you come to these companies because you want to get married, or do they not even care? So they don't care, then why would they be there, right? Well, one of them cares. The president wants to get married immediately. These Parasite 5 must really be something if they can ignore someone as beautiful as Clarice. Back when we were in college, Clarice had modeling agents coming after her constantly. Anyway, I have to get these guys married if I want to earn that promotion. Hello everyone, I'd like to conduct a one-on-one meeting with each of you. Could you follow me into the next room? Oh, and then we get to know them individually. Case 1, Gil Lovecraft. Your name is Gil Lovecraft, correct? Nice to meet you. Hold on, I didn't get to see what his, I saw his skills and hobbies, his food likes, his crab cakes, his food dislikes is whatever my lover dislikes. That's really funny. It's so cute.
リネット、会えて嬉しいよ。
So he does recognize her. Aw, he's going to just grab her. He's a lot more forward than he was the first time. He was very awkward, socially awkward around her. He cut in abruptly and immediately took my hand. That open smile was his one thing that I could never forget. He looked so different. I wasn't 100% sure before, but are you really the same Gil I used to know? Gil Lovecraft, my old roommate. He really helped me out when I first got to the human realm and I had no idea what I was doing. He was also going to Lost York University just like me. Me, him, and Clarice hung out all the time back then.
久しぶり。まさかこんなところで再会するだなんて思わなかったな。
Yeah, same here. You really changed a lot. Your fashion sense has improved for one thing.
ありがとう。君に褒められるのが一番嬉しいよ。
Aw. I see you still love to exaggerate though.
もちろんだよ。実はあれから何度も君に連絡を取ろうと思ったんだけれど、勇気が出なくてさ。
He sounds like he already has a crush on her. Okay, so the answer for this is, are you struggling with work or something? I wonder if he's having trouble with work. It can be hard to reach out until you feel like you're doing a little better. I see. Well, you're at a pretty crucial point in your life, I guess, but I think it's wonderful you're working so hard to achieve your dreams.
いや、それもそうなんだけど、なんというか、俺が変わらないと意味ないだろうしって思っちゃって。
I don't know, if it was me, I think I would be embarrassed to see my old roommate at the agency that I'm going to try and hook up with, try to get married through. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Especially if she's a girl, like the opposite sex. Like, it would be weird for me.
もう少し自信が持てるようになってからとか、いろいろ自分に言い訳しちゃってさ、それでずるずると2年も経っちゃって。でも、ますます綺麗になってて驚いたよ。彼氏とかいるの？
That's funny. He just starts hitting on her. Dating? No, not at the moment.
そっか。そっか。
He sounds excited. How about you, Gil? Are you... Oh, sorry. Dumb question. That's why you're here after all. Anyway, let's start the official interview.
え？面談？
He's like, I'm done. Let's go out. Well, this is what you came to us, right? To find someone to marry?
そうだったよね。うん、そうなんだけど、君に会えたらそんな気持ちも吹き飛んだというか。
He's adorable.
じゃあ大会する？
え？クラリス！
Why is her tongue hanging out?
はーい、ギル。
いつからここに？
She's like, well, you guys could just get married and call it good.
あら、入室時からずっとここにいたわ。なんて冗談よ。ちょっと覗きに来ただけ。昔のルームメイトがうちのお客さんとして来たんだもの。 これぐらいいいでしょ。
なんだ、よかった。
I wasn't sure if it was him at first, but Claris had obviously recognized it as the same old Gil right away. Recognized it. Okay. Claris is one of our best system engineers. I'll be working with her to find the perfect girl for you.
あ
We use what we call the Cupid system to collect data and calculate your ideal mate. I'm sure we'll find someone amazing in no time.
ファイトギル。今度こそ運命の相手を射止めてちょうだい。
Right, come on, Gil, let's do this.
お願いします。
That's not translated right. Dang it, I hate when they translated it wrong. We're at case number 2 with the name left blank. I wonder who's going to step in for the interview. Hopefully it's the boss, since it is him. It's nice to see you again, Owen. Why is it him?
代理のオーウェン・ヘリオットです。よろしくお願いいたします。
Oh, come on. Just put the president in there.
ああ、よろしく頼む。
Why is he there, though? If he's the representative, then why does the president have to be there? This is like overseeing the specific person. Mr. Snail, what are you doing here? I know, right?
彼は私の秘書だからな。
Because it's for him. Okay, and what about this mystery member?
多忙な方ですので来られないということでした。
Why don't you just come out and say it? Well, could you at least tell me his name?
匿名ということでしたので S 氏とお呼びください。
That's funny. Monsieur Essay.
面談を続けてくれ。
He's so awkward in this situation. It's funny. Okay, well, if possible, I'd like to schedule a meeting with Monsieur S.A. in person.
面談に赴くことはできないと伺っております。
What about going on dates with our female members? Is that a possibility?
いえ、そちらも私が代理で伺うことになっております。
How are you supposed to marry a person that won't show up to his own dates? I don't understand. At some point, I'm going to have to talk to him, even if just on the phone.
電話に出ることはできないと伺っております。
What about email or text?
それは OK です。私が代わってお返事を差し上げますが。
Listen, Owen, have you even met this Monsieur Essay?
はい。
Great, then let me be direct. Is this person serious about wanting to get married?
うちの会員なんだ。したいに決まっているだろう。
I would hope so. And just to confirm, Mr. Snail, this Monsieur Essay wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
私は愛妻家だ。婚活するわけないだろう。
Ah, that's right. I do apologize for such a silly question. I suddenly... Wait, what? It even said on there, people think I'm a devoted husband, even though I'm not married at all. That should give it away right there. I suddenly remember all the media spots that talked about how the president of the Cupid Corporation was a loving and dedicated husband. Then why does this person refuse to meet with me? I really feel like he just doesn't exist.
いえ、ただクライアントには特別な秘密があり、それを漏らすわけにはいかないため、このような形で。
A special secret. Are you able to share that secret with me at least?
申し訳ございません。それも口止めされております。
A special secret? I wonder if it's like a mafia boss or someone that's especially elderly. Maybe he's someone who feels hopeless about his looks or his voice, or a famous celebrity that doesn't want word of his marriage getting out. But our security is actually really good, and even big name actors have used our services. Regardless if he's really that serious about keeping a secret, it's my job as his advisor to respect that. Fine, then let's just discuss his member profile, shall we? He says that there is one of his hobbies is to be SS in all things. What does SS mean?
それは当然最高位ランクの意味に決まっているだろう。ええ、SS ランクの SS とお聞きしています。
Okay, so his hobby is just to be the best, so he values social standing more than anything else.
はい。
And it also says he wants someone who can accept my work and push me to do even better. So he wants someone to help keep that SS rank.
そのように伺っております。
In other words, all he wants from marriage is to improve his social standing.
諸般の事情があるとお聞きしておりますが。
In which case, I'm forced to ask again, what are these circumstances?
申し訳ございません。そのお話はできないということで。
Of course not. I know I sound like a broken record, but does this person you represent actually want to get married? I let out an annoyed sigh and glared at Owen. Beads of sweat were forming on his brow, and he nodded his head slowly.
はい。それはもう本気で。
Good, fine. Then I'll send him an email later. Since the person in question isn't here, there's nothing more for us to talk about.
よろしくお願いいたします。よろしく頼む。
When is she gonna find out? Row after night. So you're Rao Aconite. I'm very pleased to meet you.
うん、指導よろしくね。
Phew, he sounds pretty normal so far.
ところで君のそのネックレス、すごくかわいいね。もしかしてキューピッドの矢がモチーフになってる？
Huh? Oh, yes it is. Although it's not based on Cupid's bow, it's the real thing.
やっぱり。ねえ、君はキューピッドが女性に好まれるモチーフであることについてどう思う？
I'm sorry?
キューピッドは少年の姿で描かれることが多いけれど、俺が思うにキューピッドが少年の姿をしているのには2つの理由があると思っていて。
Why don't we just begin the interview? To begin with, are there any major issues you are unwilling to compromise on in your marriage?
結婚？難しい質問だな。俺当分する気はないし、具体的に思いつかないんだけれど。
So why are they here if they're not trying to get married or date anyone? I don't understand. I don't understand why they're in the situation if this person specifically doesn't want to get married. Excuse me, did you say you're not planning to get married?
え？結婚しなきゃダメ？
Well, no, it's your choice. It's not like we can force you, but if that's the case, why did you join our service?
稽古じゃないの？
Research? Research? What kind of research?
もちろん。次の映画のだよ。
Ralph pulled out a thick stack of paper and dropped it on the desk. What's this?
次に俺が出演する映画の台本。
Script? Movie? Starring? I flipped to the first page and read the title, Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2. Goddess Upon the Camel? Isn't that... I'd watched that movie a whole bunch of times with Aunt Minerva. I vaguely remembered hearing on the news that they were making a second one. Goddess Upon the Camel is a romantic comedy where a cute girl struggles to balance work with her love life. It came back to me that everyone was excited about Raoul Aconite being cast as the heroine's love interest. Wait, you're the Raoul Aconite, the Sillywood actor, the star of Wild the Spider and Hannibal?
あれ、今気づいた？
Sorry, I try to keep my mind blank so I don't come up with any preconceived notions about a member before I meet them.
なるほど。俺が台本読むときと一緒だ。
But it's pretty bad that I didn't realize it was him even after seeing the name. Sillywood's Raw Akonite is a total heartthrob, loved by girls all over the world. I should have made the connection immediately. Besides, we've had quite a few Sillywood actors use our services in the past, but I never expected a Sillywood star to be a part of the Parasite 5. Looking at him now though, this is obviously the same Raw Akonite that we're all familiar with. Oh well, all that matters at this point is that he is my member. Being a famous actor isn't important right now. Okay, well, I'd like to talk about the comment you made earlier about this being research for your movie. Is that the only reason you came to us? Rao hit me with a gentle, innocent smile.
マネージャーが登録したんだよね。俺の恋愛の演技が全然ダメだから恋心を知ってこいって。それにここシリウッド女優やセレブたちが利用してるって話題になってたでしょ。セキュリティとプライバシーが万全だからって。
That's funny. She's gonna have a tough time with him if he doesn't really want to get married.
だからこのラクダに乗った女神パート2の稽古にうってつけだってマネージャーは言ってたんだ。
So it really is just for research. Then that means he really probably shouldn't get married, huh? I'll have to bring this up with his agent along with the president. I cleared my throat and flashed the most professional smile I could manage. I think I understand, so your goal is to learn about love. If you don't mind my asking, do you have much experience with relationships?
俺としてはしてたつもりなんだけどね。どうも普通の人と違うみたいでさ。監督にも全然心がこもってないって言われちゃった。
I have to imagine it's probably bad for your co-star in a romance to know nothing about love. He was always in action movies before. He earned a reputation for doing amazing stunts, and he's never really had to do any romantic work before. Although I feel like there have been a few bedroom scenes, as it were. He must have thought he could just force his way through it without really understanding love. I think I get it. Could you describe what you look for in a partner?
ごめん。俺もう行かなきゃ。
What? Huh?
これから神話討論会なんだ。ギリシャ、ローマ神話、北欧神話を主に扱ってて、今日は十二神に関する文献を読み解く予定でね。
When you say 12 Olympians, are you talking about like Mars, Minerva, Diana, those Olympians?
君、十二神のことがわかるの？
You could say that. Obviously, I couldn't tell him that I had a huge argument with one of those 12 gods not that long ago. I gave him a non-committal smile, and he got even more excited and grabbed me by the shoulders.
しかも君はギリシャ神話の神たちを英語名で呼ぶんだね。俺は普段ギリシャ名で呼ぶからなんだか新鮮だよ。
That's a good point. The Greeks and Romans had different names for the same gods, so it can be a bit confusing. For example, Jupiter is his Roman name, but he's also known as Zeus in the Greek mythology. And I'm used to being called Cupid, but in Greek they refer to me as Eros. I guess that's why Mom used to call me Eros sometimes. It didn't really bother me in Celestial, but it's actually kind of embarrassing down here.
じゃあ君と話すときはなるべく英語名で神の名前を言うようにするよ。でも間違えたらごめんね。
No, it's fine. You can use whatever names you want.
じゃあ早速だけど、いろいろ聞かせて。君はミネルヴァのことはどう思う？
Well, she's really smart, and she knows all about fashion and the latest trends. She's really incredible.
じゃあマーズは？
He's a stubborn old man, past his primes, who's obsessed with past glory.
なんて面白い解釈なんだ。じゃあ君はこの文献についてどう思う？
He suddenly pulled out some kind of book. Is this the Citricon?
この本を読んだことが？なんて子だ。ぜひ今日の神話討論会に君も来てくれ。
Huh? Well,
ほら、この文献はネロ期に書かれたと言われてるだろ。 ここから当時はどのように神話が扱われていたか議論する予定なんだ。ぜひ君も一緒に。
He's got sparkles. I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I still have a lot of work left to do today. He kept getting more and more excited, and I did my best to calm him down. I gave him back the book and his script, but he was crestfallen.
それは残念だ。まあいいか。これからたくさん指導で君には会うからね。次は君の考える十二支について聞かせて。じゃあまた。
Rao gave me an energetic wave and left the room. And just like that, he's gone. For now, I should probably get in touch with his agent. I'll also have to talk to Mr. Snail, let him know Rao has no intention of getting married. Well, there goes your promotion. Case 4, Ryuki F. Kaisen. Is he gonna spray her? You must be Ryuki. It's very nice to meet you.
DA536E.
Is that a color? Are you giving her a color? What was that? He glanced at me quickly, then looked away. It's like he has nothing to say to me. Well, I've dealt with my fair share of uncooperative members before. But as the god of love, it's my duty to help them get married. Still, what the heck was that DA536E thing? I didn't know what to make of it, but I didn't have time to figure it out, so I just jotted it down on one corner of his profile sheet. I put on my most professional smile and made clear eye contact. Mr. K-san, may I ask what your ideal marriage looks like? Do you have a clear vision of what you're looking for? Your face score is below a 60. For example, actions or habits that you absolutely can't stand, or he's gonna spray you. Cough, cough, go with that mist.
乾燥。乾燥は美容の大敵だから。
What? What the heck is this mist? My skin, it's absorbing it so easily. I feel so much more supple.
言っとくけど、これは最低限の話だから。
Oh. I see. So that's what he can't stand. So what you're saying is you can't stand women who don't take care of their looks.
許せないとかじゃなくて、人間の最低ラインだから。
Recognize you as a human? Like, what the heck, man? I see. How are we going to get him to talk to us then? I looked from his face to the sheet in front of me. His profile sheet was unique, to say the least. In the cooking section, he wrote, I only eat things that give my skin a healthy glow. Talking about his days off, he says he likes shopping for humidifiers and other beauty products. Under skills and hobbies, he wrote, erasing any unsightly individuals from my memory. And his ultimate partner is someone whose face can score perfect marks. Good grief. He sounds like quite the pain in the butt, if I'm being honest. I'm starting to wonder if I'll be able to help him at all. No, it's this kind of situation that might actually prove Dad right. I shook my head to clear out such negative thoughts. Even in cases like this, I have to believe that matchmaking is possible even without Cupid's bow. So, have you ever been in a relationship before? Under the section describing your ideal partner, you wrote someone whose face can score perfect marks. I'd really appreciate it if you could explain exactly what you mean by that. I patiently tried prying more information from him, but Ryuki just sighed slowly. Finally, he turned to look straight at me for once.
いい？これは計算員家の人間なら当たり前の価値観なんだけど、頭に偏差値があるように顔にも偏差値があるんだよ。
Is he going to explain it to us now, finally? Grades for faces?
頭の良さを数値化できるなら美に対してもできて当然でしょ。偏差値70以上の S ランク、顔が僕の目に映る、恋愛対象として認識できるレベル。偏差値65以上の A ランク、話に耳を傾けられるぐらい。 これぐらいじゃないと友人として認められない。偏差値60以上の B ランク、存在はまあ認識できるけど、せいぜい知人止まり。偏差値55以上の C ランク、仕事としてなら関わる。それ以上の興味はない。
That's where you
君は
are.
ここ。
Oh my goodness. Huh?
それで偏差値55以下の D ランク、ここは僕とは違う世界の住人、ファンタジー。正直目に入ってても存在を認識できない。
I can't recognize them. Huh. So in my case, you wouldn't interact with me unless it was related to work somehow.
そう。
Well, this is work. I couldn't help but feel a little relieved that this was all part of my job. So then, is there any way for someone to raise their rank?
美容の知識と技術を学んでちゃんと実践する。頭の偏差値を上げるのと一緒だよ。バカじゃないの？乾燥に気をつけてメイクと服装を整えれば、どんな人間でも偏差値60にはなれる。まあその最低限をしてないのばっかりなんだけど。
So if someone can't reach that bare minimum, then he won't even consider them human. His words aren't exactly kind, but I'm glad that he at least bothered to explain himself. That's better than him sitting in silence. Since he's here, he must want to get married. It's my job to help make that a reality. I glanced at his profile to find something else to discuss when I noticed that he'd listed under occupation fashion designer. Putting that together with his name, a light bulb suddenly went on over my head. Ryuki. Wait, there was an article in the latest issue of Wedding Monthly talking about the best tuxedos from a brand called Keishain. Is that you?
ああ、それおばあ様のブランド。僕はそこのデザイナーじゃない。
Oh, I see. I'm sorry I didn't realize the connection sooner.
ま、おばあ様も僕が孫だって公表してないし。僕がやってるブランドは龍騎だから覚えて。
Interesting.
とは言っても、うちはメンズしか作ってないからあんたには関係ないかもしれないけど。
Ah, so it's a line of men's clothing. I wrote down the name of his brand to make sure I didn't forget. I glanced up to find his cold gaze staring back at me. It sent shivers down my spine. So, moving on. Sprays her again. Cough, cough. More mist.
ここ空調悪いから肌にも悪いし帰る。
Bye. I touched my face, which was now dripping wet. Let's see, maybe I should install a humidifier. Interesting. So dehydration seems to be one of his big concerns. I'll talk to Mr. Snail to see if we can bring in some humidifiers. I think I heard a love catch, but I didn't see it pop up. Case 5, Alan Melville. This one is like the thief Parasite that like stole someone's girlfriend or whatever on the phone. You must be Alan. I'm very happy to meet you. So, Mr. Melville, I understand you work for a high-end pillow store.
ああ、そうだよ。寝ている間に肩こりするなら9番街ラグジュアリーピローへぴったりの枕をお届けするよ。
Thank you for the offer. Now then, what exactly are you looking to get out of marriage, Mr. Melville?
ああ、俺のことはアランでいいよ、アワーハニー。可愛い君にはそう呼ばれたいからさ。
I'm afraid I must decline, Mr. Melville. It's how I speak to all of my members.
釣れないな。
He's got a lot of piercings in that ear. Good lord. Alan smiled at me. I couldn't bring myself to return the gesture. I'm sorry, but as a bridal advisor, it's a matter of propriety. Also, I have to ask, why did you call me our darling?
名前を覚えるよりも効率的でしょ。俺たちの可愛い子ちゃんって意味だよ。
It's even worse than I could have imagined. And that still doesn't explain why he said our instead of my.
それに君以外のアドバイザーのみんなは喜んでくれたよ。アワースイート、ハワハニー、フーベアーズって呼ぶとさ。
Our little teddy bear. Mr. Melville, have you hit on every advisor you've had like this?
だから、アーランだって言っただろ。
Fine then, Alan. I'll assume the answer to my question is yes.
まさか、たまにしかしないよ。それに俺、人のものじゃないと満足できないし。
Oh my goodness, really? Excuse me?
ってことで、君も誰かに恋してくれたら特に俺の好みになるんだけど、ボーイフレンドとかいないの？
As a matter of fact, I don't, but don't you think that's kind of a strange requirement? I recalled the phone call from before, something about stealing and borrowing. So when you say you're not interested unless she belongs to someone else, what you mean is that you enjoy stealing other people's girlfriends.
そういう体質なんだよ。ごめんね。でも略奪って言われるのは不服だな。シェアハウス、シェアオフィス、シェアサイクル、こんなにもシェアが当たり前になっている時代なのに、どうして恋人をシェアするのはダメなの？
Share?
そう、シェア。俺は奪いたいわけじゃなくて、共有したいんだよ。
Oh my goodness.
それを許してくれないから、結果的に略奪って言われちゃうんだ。
If what you were suggesting became commonplace, the whole world would fall into chaos.
俺は非常に合理的な考え方だと思うけれど、君だってルームシェアしてたんでしょ？
Well, I did live in a share house at one point, but wait, did I tell you that?
さあ、どうだったかな？
He looked into her. What's going on here?
とにかく、君、結構俺の好みだからさ。さっきいた他の4人の誰かと付き合ってみてよ。みんなビジュアル良かったし。どう？
Go date someone so I can steal you. This is not acceptable. I slam my hands down on the desk. I am suddenly furious at his shameless audacity. It's perfectly obvious why you haven't gotten married yet, Alan.
俺はただ他人に恋している女の子が好きなだけだよ。
That's morally and ethically completely off limits.
でも自分に恋をされても美味しくないんだよね。
So you simply can't see someone as a potential mate unless they already belong to someone else.
そう受け取ってもらっても構わないよ。
If you weren't already aware, you should realize that polygamy is against the law.
つまり結婚しなければ法に触れないわけだ。
You don't have to be married for it to be considered polygamy, right? Why are you even here in the first place?
そりゃ結婚に興味があるからさ。
If we're going to make any progress, we're going to have to adjust your fundamental perspective on things.
お褒めに預かり光栄です。
I see now why all his other advisors gave up on him. Changing this guy's basic outlook on life isn't going to be an easy task. He says he's interested in marriage, but all he really wants is other people's lovers. I have no idea how to find him a partner. What if I introduce him to someone looking to commit marriage-based fraud? No, we must address his fetish or his marriage will crumble. To be honest, it'd be a heck of a lot easier to just shoot him with one of my arrows. But that would be a mini defeat to my dad. Even so, I have no idea if I'll actually be able to change my members' values. Still, I have no choice but to do it. I need to get promoted and prove Dad wrong. Oh my goodness. When I returned to my senses, I realized Alan was holding my hand. I immediately slapped it away. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, you got your work cut out for you. Isn't there one more? Now then. Maybe there isn't. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, that's it. With all the interviews finished, I returned to my desk and stared at the 5 profile sheets. Where do I even begin? To be honest, this was the first time I'd ever had to deal with members that seemed so utterly helpless from the start. Up until now, I always found a solution. Some were more difficult than others, but they all had an honest desire to get married. But this time around, it seems like Gil is the only one that actually wants to find a wife. Oh. But even in his case, I showed him a bunch of member data earlier, and every time he said, "She's not my type," and turned them down.
Chi?
She stared at me, unsure of what to do. I picked him up, put him in my lap, and started to pet him. I think Gil's probably like, all I really want is you. You're my type, but it's too shy to say that. She is a divine beast, so nobody else can see him. When I want to pet him, I have to do it in secret. I wonder what Gil's type even is. I always got the sense that he had a thing for Claris back when we were in school. In which case, why don't I try matchmaking the two of them together? Everyone else is just a little too complicated at the moment. Looking back through my interview notes, I was reminded that I'd written down something Ryuki said. Is she going to Google that? What could that possibly mean? It's going to be a color. I did a quick search for the term. What color are you? The word camellia popped up. It looks like some kind of dark pink color. Why would he mention a color?
あら、あなたはそこそこ可愛い色なのね。よかったじゃない。
She used to see colors when she did her arrow. I'm sure. I don't know why she didn't pick up on it yet. How much do you mean? Claris had called out suddenly, and I looked up at her.
それ、例の計算員くんの選んだ色でしょ？彼、人に対して色が見えるって話よ。
A person's color, is that like some kind of synesthesia? People with synesthesia can often taste words or see sounds. It's similar to my ability to sense compatibility between two people, so I spent some time learning about the subject.
ああ、それそれ。確か、美人はいい色に見えて。
But he didn't think she was beautiful at all.
容姿が悪けりゃ色も悪いってわけよ。ちなみに私は514766ですって。ドブみたいな色よ。失礼しちゃう。
Wait, if he picked her out a pretty color, that means he's actually secretly attracted to her and he's just being super cold. I read that he's a tsundere, so we'll see. Probably.
あら、あなた計算員くんの全担当だった人よね。
ええ、そうよ。全然面談に来ないからろくに話したことはないけれど。
So that's Ryuki's previous advisor. Our desks are pretty far away from each other, so I haven't spoken with her much.
あいつ、プロのモデルの写真に対しても毒舌だからほんと厄介なのよ。おかげで紹介できる人一人もいなかったわ。あなたも早々に諦めた方がいいわ。見なさいよ、ラウル全担当も心配そうにあなたを見ているから。
Huh? I glanced around and suddenly noticed that everyone on my floor was staring at me.
見て、あの子。社長からの命令でパラサイト5を担当することになったんだって。
かわいそう。一気に5人もなんてしんどくない？
私だったら絶対無理無理。その瞬間辞表出すわ。
Why, they must feel pretty strongly about it, but it was obvious right away that those five were trouble.
あなたも可愛い見た目に騙されて油断しちゃダメよ。あの外見パラサイトはほんと毒舌だから。
He did have a pretty sharp tongue, it's true. But glamour parasite? I never heard of the phrase before. Claris gave me one tiny giggle.
あら、あなた彼らがなんて呼ばれていたか知らないの？案外噂に疎いのね。あの人たちいろいろ問題あるじゃない？それぞれややこしい問題にパラサイトしてるから勝手に名付けて呼んでるの。ギルは失恋引きずりまくりだから失恋パラサイト。名前のわからない人はチーパラサイト。SS を保つために固執してるプロフィールだからよ。で、ラウルは趣味パラサイト。こじらせマニアね。 K サインくんは外見パラサイト。最後にアランは略奪パラサイトってわけ。
So no one knows the autonomous parasite. I see. So when you put them all together, you get the Parasite 5.
あなたも気をつけた方がいいわよ。アランの全担当、あのせいで会社辞めたって話だから。
Really? Were they like dating or something?
そう、怖くて聞けないわよ。でも最後にアラン・メルビルってつぶやいて辞めてったみたいよ。
Wow, that's kind of scary.
あとギルの担当も苦労してたわよね。
そうそう、私が全担当だったんだけれど、ラブクラフトさんどんな子を見せても何かと理由つけて断るのよ。
Wait, didn't someone say that he keeps muttering about his long lost love? I wonder I wonder if Cupid was his love at first sight. He just can't get over her. That would be adorable. And so he's not going to go for any other girl unless it's her. Doesn't that mean he's just picky?
あれはどう見ても特定の誰かを忘れられないだけよ。どうせひどい失恋でもしたんだわ。だから失恋パラサイトって命名したの。
I think they're probably exaggerating the breakup part because the rumor has escalated, you know, beyond probably than what it already is. Although he did say he was almost married once, but I don't. Maybe it's not talking about Cupid. I don't know, but I think for now, I think it's Cupid.
特定の誰かね。
Could it have been Clarice?
ラウルの担当も神話トークで全然話噛み合わなかったらしいし、胃通訳飲んでおいた方がいいわよ。
Antacids. That's funny. Well, I appreciate your concern, everyone. I tried to laugh it off, but they were all looking at me with pity in their eyes. To them, it looks like I had this nigh impossible mission forced on me. But honestly, I really don't mind. This is my chance to earn my next promotion.
というか、社長もどうして今頃パラサイト5をどうにかしようと思ったのかしら。放っておけばいいのに。
Because he's one of them.
ほんとよね。ややこしいのに手を焼いてる暇があったら他の会員の成婚手伝った方がいいじゃない。
会費だってもらってるしね。5人に手間取ってる間に10人成婚させた方がボーナスの査定も上がりそうじゃない？
確かにキューピッドシステムで適当に相性のいい相手を探しておすすめすればそれで大抵うまくいくし。
正直手間かけて問題児を結婚させるよりあの5人は諦めた方がコスパいいわよね。
Why is everyone talking like this? Aren't we all supposed to be our own little version of Cupid? The job of the bridal advisor is to bring people together. We can't just abandon them, not even the problematic ones. If someone truly wants to get married, it's our duty to help them. I can't deny that their approach would raise the overall numbers of marriages. It's a fact that marriage rates in the human realm are up thanks to Cupid Corporation, so their methodology isn't totally wrong. But I'm the real deal Cupid in the flesh. I have to be completely sincere in my desire to help people fall in love. After all, I've been bringing humans together since the days of Leonardo da Vinci himself. Da Vinci. That's funny. I swear, I'm going to get every last one of them married. Making that solemn promise to myself, I began reviewing all of their documents one more time.
びっくりした。まさか彼女とあんな場所で再会するなんて。俺の気持ちに気づいてもらえず失恋してからもう2年とちょっとか。懐かしいな。
So it is Cupid. I knew it. So he said he was almost married. He probably proposed to her and she was like, no. Or maybe not proposed, but confessed, and I guess he considered that almost married. Aw, that's so adorable. He's like, I don't want anyone but you.
いい加減前を向きたくてあそこに行ったけれど、一日も君のことを忘れたことはなかったよ。リネット。
Sorry, Gil, you're like third on the list, I think.
以上が今回の件についての彼女からの報告書のまとめです。
Yep, Gil is third, then Raoul, then Ellen, and then a mystery guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a mystery route. Interesting.
ご苦労だった。
いえ、では失礼します。
ずいぶんな報告をされていたな。S 氏が実在するか厳密に調査すべしか。一応私であることはバレていないようだが。オーウェンには念を押しているから大丈夫だろうが、彼が代理であることは隠し通さねば。キューピッドコーポレーションの社長シェルビー・スネイルは愛妻か。このイメージを崩すわけには。
Then why would you put that on your profile? Everyone assumes I'm a devoted husband, but I'm not married. Whatever.
いい加減この勘違いを解きたいものだが、会社の広告を任せている代理店には許してはもらえないだろうな。正直騙しているようで気が引けるのだが、株価を出して反対されるとさすがに反論できない。
You're just have to going to accept not being SS rank.
それに代理店の担当者は大学時代の先輩だ。世話になったし恩もある。だが嘘はいずれバレる。だから早く結婚して嘘を真実に変えなくては。
I wonder if he tells her in secret or something and she's sworn to keep his secret and they just get married in secret.
結婚か。正直私の人生において必要があるのかわからない。
Sounds like he's just getting married so that way the rumors about him can be true.
私は今まで常に SS でいるために生きてきた。無駄なことなどしたくはない。恋愛感情ほど非合理的なものはないのだから。
So when she asked you if you really wanted to get married, that really hit the spot, huh? You're not sure if you want to get married. This is definitely different.
キューピッドの矢か。
Oh.
ジュピターに見つかる前に
Oh.
全部やり遂げてみせないとな。
Are you a god? Who are you? We need to find out.
しかし彼女とこうして近づけたのは好都合だった。まさか食事してるだけで略奪と呼ばれているとは思わなかったけれど。
Who the heck are you? So he's some kind of god that came from Celestia, recognized Lynette because she has the Cupid's bow, is feeding on people in love, I guess, because that's what he's doing and it's considered stealing. I'm very curious about you. Dang it, you're like last, aren't you?
本性はバレないようにしないとな。
That's why he's last in the roots, so you don't know who he is until last. Dang it.
夢の中で女を抱く。それがインキュバスの食事なんだから。
Oh my. You're not, maybe he's not a god then, maybe he's like a devil. Incubuses are devils, at least in D&D, so so he's trying to stay out of the god's eyes. Interesting. well, he was contacting someone. So these are the intermissions that I was talking about. The sections in the So those are what I was talking about, the sections in the walkthrough. I'm going to keep going. Well, it's almost an hour. Yeah, I'll keep going. So this is the love match test, and I might as well do it because why not? Hopefully it's not very long. Okay, that should be it. I left my desk as I finished completing files for dealing with the Parasite 5. Next I should find people who match their personalities. I got a cup of coffee at the drink dispenser and returned back to my seat.
あら、まだ残ってたの？
When I turned around, I saw Claris walking by with files in her hands. Yeah, I wanted it to solidify their matchmaking plans a little more. Isn't it rare for you to be working this late?
今ね、キューピッドシステムにラブタイプテストっていうサービスを新しく導入する話があって、それを担当してるの。ついデータを集めるのに夢中になっちゃって、気がついたらこの時間だったってわけ。
I love type questionnaire, getting into fortune telling. I wonder if I'll be able to take the test at all. It says try the test, but the choice is only available after your first playthrough, so maybe we don't take the test until after.
違うわよ。心理学の恋愛色彩理論を参考にシステム化したエビデンスがあるテストよ。ほら、大学の時にオコーナー教授に習ったでしょ。
Oh, that love type. Like how people can be sorted into 6 different compatibility groups.
そうそう、それを元にしてるの。恋愛傾向が分かれば相性がいい人同士を紹介できる確率が上がるでしょ。
That's true, it might work. When will it be introduced?
まだプロトタイプの段階だから実装までには時間がかかるかもしれないわ。あ、そうだ、ちょっと試しにやってみてよ。
For this to work, we need to run as many initial tests as possible.
ありがとう、助かるわ。ちょっと待ってね。あなたの PC でできるようにするから。
Yeah, so we get to try it out anyway. Claris was downloading the software from the company's server with ease. A few minutes later, my PC started running the software and it was showing the test logo.
はい、どうぞ。まずはあなたの最も親しい異性を一人頭の中に思い浮かべて。友達でも恋人でも OK よ。その人に対するあなたの気持ちや行動について14の質問が出てくるわ。恥ずかしがらずに素直な気持ちで挑んでちょうだい。イエスならピンクのチェックボックスに、ノーならイエローのチェックボックスにチェックを入れてね。まだプロトタイプだから当たらなかったらごめん。
Okay, I'll give it a shot. I stared into my PC screen. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Okay, this is like so different. Look at this. Okay, so for number 1, we're going to say no. Clicking no. Okay, I have to tab over with the R button. Okay, so question 1, are you dating someone? If you catch him looking at another woman, do you instantly get jealous? No. Question 2, sacrifice. Would you happily sacrifice yourself in order to give him whatever he desires? The answer is no. Do you feel like you want him to be by your side only when you feel like having him there? What? Okay, number 3 is also no. Number 4, am I your girlfriend? Would you rather be friends for a while first before you start dating? For me, it's yes. What is her for no? She doesn't care. When selecting a partner, are economic factors important? Why don't you book a restaurant now? Question 5 is no. Were you attracted to him from the moment you first met? Her number 6 is yes. Oh. Was she attracted to Ryuki when she first met him? Actually, dang it, I was supposed to create a save file before all this. Hold on, let's go back. Okay, I'm gonna go back and continue the test. Alright, so no. Okay, attracted to him, we were attracted to him. Number 7. While you're into class or at work, do you suddenly stop and realize you've only been thinking about him? Or question 7 is no. I wonder who she's thinking of during all this. Question 8. If he's suffering through some kind of trouble, would you prefer to suffer along with him? We learn to grow through sufferings. Her question 8 is yes. Number 9. When he asks about your plans or tries to get too involved, do you find yourself trying to distance yourself from him? Leave me alone. Question 9 is no. When selecting a partner, is it important for his upbringing or education to match yours? Question 10 is no. Do you feel that you and he are similarly attractive? Question 11 is yes. Question 12. Does your own happiness depend on making sure he's happy? That would be yes for Gil. Question 12 is no. I'm so happy I met you. Do you feel that you and he share a close connection? 13 is no. I wonder who she's thinking of. When selecting a partner, do you think your personal history influences your decision? 14 is no. I'm going to end. How do I end? Change question, return, end. Okay. And that's it. Was that all?
ええ、大丈夫よ。すぐ集計が終わって結果が出るから。ほら、もう出たわ。
Your love type is... Oh,
美への恋。エロスね。美しいものが好きで、特に外見的な部分を重要視するみたい。一目惚れが多いのもこのタイプの特徴ね。
That's funny. And it's green, like Ryuki, huh? Eros, beauty, Eros. It reminds me of the other name as Cupid, Cupido and Eros. This is why mom used to call me Eros, can't be.
やだ、そんなに何度もエロスエロスって唱えて、何かいやらしいことでも考えてるの？
Oh my goodness.
まあ、
You know what? Fine, that's the second time I've cut her off, it's fine. What? No, it just reminded me of my mother.
へえ、エロスで母を思い浮かべるってなかなかないと思うけど、まあ当たったようでよかったわ。
That's funny. I never thought about my own love type before, so it was a good study.
それはよかったわ。まあ作ってる私が言うのもなんだけど、参考程度にね。結局男と女はフィーリングなんだから。
That sure sounds like you, Claire, as well. I should get some work done.
あら、つい話し込んじゃったわ。ごめんごめん。私はこれを経理部に届けたら帰るわね。ケーキ買っておくから早く帰ってきて。
Oh, yay. I'll try to get back home soon.
はーい。あまり無理しすぎないでよ。また後で。
I can hear Clarice walk away. She will most likely get a fruit tart from Quill Fa Bon. It's her favorite. I'm really looking forward to it. I need to hurry up and finish. I wonder if it's going to be grapefruit, strawberries, or blueberries, or perhaps pineapple and banana. Fruit tarts are part of human wisdom. Sigh. I want to hurry up and have some. So I gave up working because I couldn't stop thinking about tarts. Was that the end of the love test? Yep. So we're gonna stop here. Stormy sees ahead. That's the next section. Yep. So that's the next section, and there's going to be no choices in that, and I don't know how long they're going to be. I might be able to split this up into 2 more episodes before Ryuki's starts. We'll have to see how long they last. But anyway, this will be about an hour, so it'll be fine. It'll be less editing for me, and also I can just keep recording. It feels weird recording this without hearing your guys' comments on the first video, because the first video comes out in just a couple hours. But yeah, anyway, it was really interesting to see the personalities of them in person. Gil's obsessed with her. Ryuki wants nothing to do with her, although he gave her pretty colors, so he is attracted to her. Alan is a demon in disguise, feeding on women in love in their dreams, apparently. We have a celebrity who only wants research done, and then the mysterious president who doesn't want to be found out. So I'm going to be looking forward to keep reading, and I'll probably just record the next episode because yeah, I can't put it down right now. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy, drop a thumbs up down below and or subscribe if you want to see more of Cupid Parasite, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.